Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, should we start?
Yes.
All right. So, sir, ready?
Yes, please.
Sure, sir. Just going ahead. So, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to our Facebook Live webinar today on the theme Changing Expectations of Organizations Towards Management Students Skills for the New Normal. International Center for Cross-Cultural Research and Human Resource Management, University of Jammu, India, takes pride in hosting Mr. D.K. Bakshi, CEO and Chief Mentor, Global Talent Company Limited, that is headquartered at Bangkok, Thailand, with its operations also in India, Singapore, Malaysia, and North America. Mr. D.K. Bakshi is a well-known HRD consultant, public speaker, and global leadership coach. He has been instrumental in building some of the great human resource model across countries in America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Mr. Bakshi has been in the corporate world for over 3 decades with Indian, Australian, German, and American companies of repute. It's indeed a pleasure to host you, sir. A very warm welcome to you. I also welcome Varsha, Leader HR Outsource Excellence, Global Talent Company, India Private Limited, to this forum. Welcome, Varsha. Sir, Professor Neetu Androtra, who's the Director for International Center and also newly appointed as the Registrar of our university, would be joining shortly. So a warm welcome on her behalf. So while I was just reading your profile, something that just captured a lot of my attention was that few words that you have written, which say that what made us successful yesterday may not be relevant tomorrow. So, sir, I now request you to share your insights on the changing expectations of organizations and the skills for new normal, which certainly correlate to our theme for today. So, over to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, rather good evening. Very late good evening to Ash Raina in Australia and Brisbane. And good evening to Thai people, Khun Satit, Khun In. And good afternoon to Afghanistan. And of course, good late afternoon, India. Namaste. Salam alaikum. Savadikap. It is indeed pleasure for me to be part of University of Jammu, for which I am associated with more than 2.5 decades. Whether it is your institution, where we are talking about, cross-cultural, or B school, or overall University of Jammu, or Central University, or even MIET and IIM in Lucknow, all these institutions for me are very important because I am son of the soil. I belong to Jammu and Kashmir. I am a Kashmiri Pandit. And to be here on the invitation is proud privilege for me.
Thank you, sir.
Whether it is Professor Dar or previous Vice Chancellors, Professor Sharma, when we did Roadmap to Success there, when Pallavi was there, and Dr. Nilu Romitra, again a great friend, Professor B.C. Sharma or Alkai Sharma, or other side, Professor Aima, all of them are actually part of my journey, part of my family. The present times of COVID-19, this is very unprecedented on the human race across the world. Just 100 days back, we were in schools, colleges, B schools, universities, offices, malls, restaurants, flights. I used to take 3 to 4 flights per month, playgrounds, bars, marriages, beauty parlors, birthday parties, night outs, so on and so on. But this COVID destroyed everything around the world in days, in weeks, which we did not understand in the beginning. It was a lifetime situation which we had never seen, never heard. And I wish our future generations should never see this kind of debacle, this kind of virus. So we are thrown into a very big challenge of life, of human race. And I know for sure we will come out as winners beating this COVID. Finally, one day, I don't know when that day will come, we will be in normal life. Rather, what Pallavi said, new normal. We use this new normal these days, all of us. Yet we are here through the beauty of this human race, the beauty of technology, the beauty of digitalization. Though we are challenged, but we have tuned it into an opportunity to be together. That is the respectability to the human race who produced this human technology. While one side we see disaster, dismay, stress, fear of losing life, so-called social distancing, and look at us, we are turning this tide and getting emotionally more connected. I believe all of you know enough about COVID-19 and its impact. But as a team, today, we have a purpose of being together. We have to see how do we go brighter and stronger, and how corporate expectations are getting changed, especially when we are talking about our management students. Let me first talk about India as a country, which I feel very proud to be a global Indian. India is the youngest country in the world, and I call it Young India, and I actually talk about Youngistan. Welcome, Achan in Sawadikap from Thailand. I can see you. Okay. And India is being appreciated globally because of our commitment towards excellence, excellence, and excellence. Now the question really is, how does this young India, and especially I am talking to management students today, the Youngistan of the world, how does this young India turn this challenge into opportunity? What is the formula? What is the framework? I would like to share some framework which I have designed for you, as I have been asked to speak on the subject, changing expectations of organization towards management students, skills of new normal. All of you know that entire economy of the world is in the deepest trouble. And when it will come out from this deepest trouble, we don't know. People have lost jobs. People are losing jobs. Companies are closing shutters. There are huge issues even to maintain the present workforce. Youngistan who are going to be getting jobs, while one side you need to be worried, but other side there will be opportunities. Don't get nervous. Unbelievable, but it is said yesterday that British Airways is closed. Whether this is a fake news or a real news, I don't know. I have been a frequent flyer of British Airways, one of the best airlines in the world. So what is happening is that the impact is so bad that things are getting out of hands for the organizations. When this COVID started in March, I remember Jack Ma. He made a comment and he said to business promoters and business owners, he said, even if you are able to survive COVID in 2020 and live beyond 2020, that is the biggest profit you have earned in this year. I was really sarcastic about this statement when he made in March, because I was novice. Many of us must have thought what such a great man, great leader is talking about. I felt so bad that he gave a very negative statement to the world, saying that in case you live beyond 20, that itself is a profit, otherwise there's no profit. After 100 days today, I realize how visionary he was. He could anticipate the disaster we are getting in. I'm an ordinary man that time did not visualize the extent of damage COVID is going to give us. But today I'm convinced that his statement was really a visionary statement. I believe he anticipated this in the right time in the beginning of COVID. Having said that, that means industry, business, entire world is going through a very rapid, instant, constant change every day. Hey, Youngistan, the management students, business models are going to change and have rather changed. I know some of the companies who have been in automobile sector are right now manufacturing masks and PPEs in Thailand as well as in India, where I work. When I look at India as my country, India was already in a mess in April 2019 onwards. And that time people called it VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Now COVID is actually 500 times VUCA. I think I have spoken earlier also when Professor Sharma was there about this VUCA. When I redefined VUCA in 2018, people did not believe what I am talking about. But today people are agreeing to this. So in case you see my definition of VUCA of 2018, 2019, multiple programs on YouTube, actually people need to think about that VUCA, what I had spoken. What I am trying to talk here is that business organizations are turning very different set of products and services. Rather, I would say the landscape of entire business has already changed. The mindset, the vision, the goal they had planned, which no one could imagine will change, has already a crisis of high level of magnitude. The business scorecards, the balance sheets, we expected in February 2020 for the total year is total new blank look of 3-4 months on every organization, especially March, April, and May, and even June. The businesses are still struggling to put operations on, and next day, in case there's a single case, the factory establishment is sealed again. So what I am trying to say is, when business models have changed, when organizations are changing, The entire people required for new business models are every day changing in COVID times. That means what skill set organization need in February 2020 is no more valid in June 2020 or going forward. Not only for you as management students, but even for the present leadership and the employees in the companies. I remember just 1 week back, Ash moderated a session on employment, opportunities for leaders in 2020 with the COVID times. And there was a huge discussion on this, wherein even the leaders who are holding those chairs, actually their job roles, their skill set has already changed, and it is more difficult for them to retain those seats, those establishments, in case they don't change their skill set. There were speakers from US, India, America, England. There were near about 6-7 speakers. And it was a fascinating session which Ash did. And the learning there was that the person who is sitting on the chair is under fire right now. They will get replaced by people who will have a better skill set of new normal. To ensure to keep the change, we need to change with the time. So that means February 2020 skill set in June is not valid. And June 2020 skill set probably in December 2020 is not valid. Change is law. Change is instant. And change is the only permanent thing. Having said that, what will be the skills required, especially when there is dearth of jobs, when there's a need to lower the cost, especially on people? Let's deliberate on this skill set to be needed now and for the future. I am not sure about the future because future also keeps on changing. But guys, this is not permanent. This will change again. So having with that background, I am going to give you a framework. The framework which I have designed for you is, the first is 3A: agility, adaptability, accountability. I repeat, 3A: agility, adaptability, accountability. 3B: behavior ability, business ability, brand ability. Next, 3C: curiosity ability, culture ability, COVID ability. 3D: deliverability, daring ability, and dependability. I just designed this model since last night. First time I am sharing in any platform. And I thought it is good to share with my own Jammu and Kashmir people to start with. And this is a model. At the end, Dr. Arora will be sharing that model with you, not now. I will deliberate 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. And then I would give you enough time to ask questions. Now, what is this 3A? Number one, A, agility. Agility means, and this is now for management students, and it may stand valid for even corporate managers who are holding the positions. Agility means companies would hire and retain you if you are agile, if you are fast, if you are effective, if you have a speed, if you have a race, if you are moving with the pace, if you are leading from the front, if you are taking tough and difficult calls, if you are alert all the time when it comes to performance. Adaptability means you can work in any place, any time in 24 hours, work from home, work from village, work on a call of 24/7, different time zones, different clusters, sweat it out while anywhere in the place of work, no workplace probably at all. So you need to adapt to that kind of a thing. You may work in Jammu for a company of a Jamaica, or you may work in Kashmir or Kashmir for a company in Kazakhstan, or you may work in New Delhi for a company in New York. That is where agility and adaptability I talked about. Then is accountability. That means the skill set what business organization will require from you is, irrespective of all odds, still you need to take the ownership and be accountable for the business results, come what may. You have to be totally accountable for your actions and inactions. Not only to manage ambiguity when things are going out of hands, such as COVID or even a different disaster of COVID. Still keep the business continuity on and deliver the result to the customer. Unbelievable. But that is what accountability will be in future for management graduates, that against all odds, they have to be accountable and deliver the result wherever they are in the world. So that was agility, adaptability, and accountability. That's the 3A. Now, next I go to 3B. 3B is where I am talking about behavior ability, business ability, and brand ability. The most important among them is behavior. Are you able to align your behavior with people of different diverse groups, different colors, different religions, different nationalities, different mindset, different thoughts? Are you able to work with people like us, 50, 35, and you are 24? So different ages, 50, 55, 35, and 22, 24. Are you going to ask them, hey, you are nonsense, you have not made this company, I will build it? I don't know. Behavior of yours. You may have to work with people whom you don't see face to face at all. You may see them only online. And even on online, what kind of behavior you are showing? Are you able to win the hearts of customer by your beautiful behavior? That is behavior ability. Then, based on this behavior ability is business ability. Do you possess the complete knowledge of products, processes, and even services? So even if you are selling a mobile phone or even a pen or even a cup, even if you are in the human resource department, you are not directly selling, or you are in supply chain, you are not directly selling. Are you familiar about the complete business process? Are you familiar about the balance sheet? Even if you are HR. It's not necessary that finance manager only needs to have finance. The sales manager, the marketing guys. Are you able to share the thought process with your customers, stakeholders about the business you are in? And it is not only for the final customers, even internal customers. So you will remain in business only when you have a business ability. And in case your business ability is a question mark, you don't stand anywhere in the organization chart in the future. You will be out from the head count for sure. Don't take me wrong. The behavior ability will lead you to business ability, but business ability needs knowledge, skills, and attitude. And then finally, when I go to this B, 3B, brand ability, I am not talking about Samsung brand or Coca-Cola brand. I am talking about your brand. What kind of brand you are? And how do you build your brand? You will build your brand by knowledge, skill, and attitude. People will respect you for your dealing with customers, peers, bosses, subordinates, stakeholders, vendors, with your brand equity of your individual brand equivalent. Because you will be in the front line of the business. When you ask Ash, he has worked in the front line in many countries, India and Malaysia and Middle East, and finally in Australia. When he was in the front line, it is Ash Rana who sells the product, even if it may be a product of Samsung's or LG's or Pepsi's or Coke. They look at that guy who's selling the product. So your own brand equality will matter. If there is someone better than the brand equity you have, you are gone. You have no chance not to get into the company. Even after getting into the company, you may not be there for a long time. Because competition of business formulas and the changing business trends and the changing business modules are putting us into this kind of skill set. Therefore, as individual as A, I need to really pick up my own brand ability. Now, after A and B, I go to C. And in C, I am talking about three factors: curiosity ability, culture ability, and Covert ability. Now, what is this curiosity ability? It means how curious you are for the business, how curious you are for the customer, how curious you are for the product, how curious you are for the services. To understand and take it into your DNA, whatever product you are in. If you are not ready to learn, you are out of the race immediately. How curious you are asking this 55, 35, you are 24 to give you more and more details of product, processes, services, so that your curiosity does not end. This curiosity keeps increasing because it is a lifelong learning. Are you learning every time? Here today, now each and every person has to learn the technology. When Dr. Arora was talking about we are all learning, look at me. I have learned a lot in 100 days. I am not same DK Bakshi on technology, which I was on 5th of March. But still, I am curious to learn more. I am now trying to learn Facebook innovations, podcasts, and Ash Rana is my mentor for information technology. Why I am telling you management graduates is you may think that you have got an MBA, you have a management graduate degree. You don't require technology. No way. If you are going to struggle on the technology in the present skill set, you will be behind everyone. Technology will add value to your brand, your own positioning. Your boss, your peer, your team, your customer, your supplier, your vendor, your stakeholder will respect you. So you have to be curious to learn more and more. Not only business management will take you forward, the technology and skills of technology will be really important for you to learn fast. In case you have not learned, better take courses, better go to some mentors and start learning. You may not need a certificate. You may need knowledge, skills, and how to deliver it. So be techie without fail and fast. Because slow and steady does not win the race. It's the fast and steady who wins the race. Therefore, be sensitive right away. Business management graduates need to add technology as their lifeline, as their lifeline, as their lifeline to get a job in the world. They must take it into their DNA. The digitalization, the podcast, the innovation, technology aspects, get into this right away. I am learning right away. That is where I talk about curiosity ability. Now I will go to COVID ability. Now, what is COVID ability? I declare today, 2nd of July 2020, while talking to management graduates at University of Jammu, COVID ability will become one of an important core capability of this world. I repeat, I declare today as DK Bakshi on 2nd July 2020. I will make a YouTube of this. That COVID ability will become one of the core competency, core capability of the world. And what is COVID ability? Now here I am talking about, in the present situation, organizations will look for people who have skill set of facing COVID and even difficult COVIDs coming in different forms in days to come. Odd jobs, odd hours, difficult jobs, unknown, unheard tasks, rapid action, unknown viruses, quick action, which we have never heard and seen before. Because businesses would need business continuity plan. And in case among you, there are people, there are students who will go to the organizations and say, in COVID times, I can do this, and you save the job of 2 people who are already existing, you get a job. That is COVID ability. Very tough. But there will be some people who will have already done their research, their areas of improvement, and put those skills in their genes, in their DNA, to be ready for the corporate world. That was 3C. Now let me go to 3D. In 3D, I am talking about deliverability, daring ability, and dependability. Now, when I talk about deliverability, I am talking about customers' demand and expectations have changed, is changing. You are of the world of Uberization, Tomatization, and Zomatization, and Olarization. Are you putting yourself into some other Indianization? There would be demands of turning out time deliverable, which was looking impossible few months back, but you need to make it possible. So your skill set of deliverability of unknown areas, unknown processes, unknown products, unknown timelines, unknown people, unknown places would make you stronger on deliverability. If you as management graduates can work on deliverability plan of something which has not been seen so far, you have a chance to be hired or to be retained in the corporate world. So deliverability will become one of, again, core capability of the world. Now, secondly, I am talking about is daring ability. Are you daring? I don't know when I will get COVID, the way the things are happening. With tough times, tough things, they say tough things do not last long, tough people last long. Are you at the cream of that? Are you a person, a personality, a future leader where tough things will not last, but tough people will last? With this quote in mind, you need to be having skill of daring ability. Means no other, no one earlier had the capability to do this kind of a job. The job was not existing. There is no previous benchmark or a history. The job is new, and you need to be daring to take a project or a job in hand which no one ever dared to. That is the demand of time to have such kind of skill set. If you develop that daring ability skill, world is yours. And last, I am going to talk about dependability. The companies, the managers, the leaders will look for people who are high super class on dependability. That means your manager would like to do everything possible to ensure growth of the business, but he needs people down the line who are dependable. That means your capability and your competency for a work or a job has to be a higher ever standard. If you are making yourself completely a dependable individual for the organization, for the manager, they will hire you. But in case the manager is not getting that kind of trust when he gives a job to you, that kind of project when he gives to you, and you are not a dependable guy, your days in the job are limited. That is the kind of skill you need to develop. So I have given you a formula for your success. What organizations would look for a skill set in the new normal? the world is not going to be normal, surely. It is not going to be present new normal. The uncertainty is going to be more and more and more and more and more uncertain. Chaos is going to be added. Disruptions are going to be part of lives. So when disruptions, chaos, uncertainty is going to be part of our lives, business organization would need, especially the new graduates, especially the management graduates, with different mindset. I would request Pallavi to put that slide here.
Yeah.
Because as I said in the beginning, that even present leadership have a challenge to retain their job. And in case you want to take up a job, you need to be 500% sure about what you are going to be. Now look at this chart, what I have shown. I am showing here align management, align technology on the left-hand side corner, which I spoke to you. So management subject alone will have no place in the world in case you do not align yourself with the technology, whether it is going to be blockchain, AI, anything and everything. So management graduates only as graduates, no way, align technology. And when I see right-hand side, I say turn your scars into stars. So that means when you are a management graduate and you do not have technology as part of your DNA, that means you still have a scar on your face. Turn the scar into star by becoming better techie in terms of a management graduate. Add on technology with your management and you will certainly be a very strong star of tomorrow. And I did talk about agility, adaptability, accountability, behavior ability, business ability, brand ability, curiosity ability, cultural ability, COVID ability, and delivery ability, daring ability, and dependability. And here I am talking about speed, skill, and scale. Speed, how fast you are. It is not slow, which is it is not the fast which is eating the slow. It is not the fast which is eating the slow. It is the fastest smart which is eating the fast. So even slow has no place anywhere in the world. So you have not to be only fast, you have to be super fast. Because super fast will even eat the fast. So your speed and your skill, I have talked about A, B, C, D, and your scalability of your skill, which has to keep on increasing, has to be there. And on the left-hand side down, which all will turn into people excellence, which you need to learn, process excellence, service excellence, innovation excellence, and implementation excellence. You may have the thoughts, but you are not able to implement it. Nonsense. Nobody will take you. So this is what the management, the organizations will look into in the new normal. Can you put the slide back? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So with that background, I am asking you if you have weaknesses. then turn those weaknesses into strengths, turn those scars into stars. People will respect and love you for your performance. You may be black, you may be white, you may be Muslim, you may be Hindu or a Christian. It doesn't matter. You may be male or a female, or Indian or English or Afghani or Thai. It doesn't matter. You need to be on the top of the job and the skill set required for the job in the market. So, what I am reinforcing is rethink and evaluate yourself, management graduates, against the skill set which I have shared. It is not an authoritative skill set. This is my mind which is talking about. But it is very close to what people are talking about, even the World Economic Forum is talking about. Your present skill set has to improve. Blockchain, podcasts, what nots have to come in your life. So therefore, let me give you a quick story before I ask Pallavi to get into the question answer session. Think about this story. I would like to challenge you to become mad. MAD, mad. Make a difference to yourself and to your businesses. Just hear this story of mine which I am sharing. There were two students from University of Jammu. One was Ajay and one was Arvind. They joined a company as management training together on the same day and started working with a manager. They had one boss, one manager. And this company was into watermelon company. After 6 months of working, the manager issued a letter of promotion as assistant manager to Ajay and congratulated him for his work. While this was happening, Arvind was watching. Arvind felt miserable because he felt he had also worked hard during the year, during the last 6 months, but there was no promotion. At this stage, he felt a lot of pain in his heart. He did not sleep at his home. And next day, he comes back to office and he puts up his resignation and wants to go away. Arvind felt that management is not recognizing and rewarding the hard work. As he had also worked hard, like Ajay last 6 months. He went to his manager with his resignation, saying that I don't deserve to be here, as I had worked hard, even more harder than Ajay. But management is biased and gave promotion to Ajay and not me. Manager looked at Arvind and really said, yes, you also worked very hard, but Ajay got the promotion due to some very specific reasons. At this point of time, manager told this Arvind, can you wait for a while before putting up the resignation? I want to give you a small task before I accept your resignation. Arvind was otherwise nice. He said, yes, sir, I will wait. Tell me what is the job. Manager asked Arvind that please go to the market and do a market survey. See if there is a scope to pick up high quality product of this watermelon. Arvind went to the market and found out a vendor and came back and said, yes, sir, there is a vendor who has a good quality product of watermelon. The manager said, anything else? He said, no. As I said, there's a good vendor available in the market. He again asked Arvind, can you share the price of the product? Arvind said, I have to really go back to the market. And he went back to the market, came back, and he said, sir, the price of the product is INR 13. Manager said, anything else? He said, no, sir. That's it. Now, manager made Arvind to sit down and got Ajay. And he told Ajay the same thing what he told Arvind. Ajay went to the market. Next day, Ajay came back from the market. He said, sir, I want to talk to you. He said, okay, you have to talk to me. Please get Arvind also with you. Manager knew the capability of Ajay. So manager called Ajay, and Arvind was also sitting. And he asked him, what is the detail? He said, there are many people, many vendors in the market. But I found best quality product with one of the vendors. The cost is INR 12. He has 95 melons in his stock. Each consists of 7 kgs. His farm can supply us for next 6 months. He can even sell us at INR 10 per melon if we go for a deal for next 6 months. The melons are excellent in quality, taste better than what we sold last year. He also has a slicing machine and can even slice for us. He can also deliver the same at our doorstep at our factory without any extra charges for delivery. He needs to get a strike deal by tomorrow 10 a.m. If we go for a deal with him, sir, on 10 rupees, by tomorrow morning, he will give a discount of another 1 rupee. That means we will get this INR 13 into 9 rupees. And you know, sir, what will happen? The previous year, what we had done, we will be making per kg, we'll be making per tin 223 rupees more, and which will increase overall 15% of our profitability. And we will have a quality better than what we sold last year. Sir, I have got all this information. I have put it on a spreadsheet. In case you want, within few minutes, I will put the spreadsheet to you. Arvind was listening everything what Ajay was sharing. Arvind got really mad and understood the difference between him and Ajay. Arvind realized he was lacking many things. Arvind could see, yes, I am hardworking, but Ajay is not only hardworking, Ajay is very smart. Ajay has gone to complete details while both are hardworking. So the two students from the same institution with the same manager were different. What was difference between Ajay and Arvind? Extra thinking, extra R&D, extra smart, extra communication, extra deliverability, extra agility, extra behaviorability, extra business ability, extra curiosity ability, extra daring and deliverability. Now I am asking you, management students, would you like to be Arvind or Ajay? And decide it today. In case today you actually draw your balance sheet, your profit and loss account, your assets, And you know your balance sheet? Your balance sheet is your SWOT. In case you talk about your own balance sheet and see what is lacking in me and start picking up and add on this, your capabilities, you can be a different person. I have given you enough skill sets, and with this story, understanding of what it is, I am ready for questions now. Over to Palvi.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for giving them a lot of food for thought. And I think that, in my opinion, your ABCD framework or the model that you've given them is certainly something for them to ponder about and something for them to start preparing. Because this is exactly the right time that,
Pallavi ma'am, you are muted.
Your microphone.
Okay. So I hope I'm audible now. Yes. Okay. So, really, in terms of the preparation that they need to do, and which was the very objective of why we wanted you to interact with them, so that they should start that process. This is the time for the ignition, and I think that you have given them that ignition to initiate and begin right from day one, right from this day. And now, because we are going to have a lot of questions from the students and the faculty, I request anybody who has questions, they can put them up in the chat box or they can raise their hands. But in the meanwhile, in the time that you're doing that, I have some questions that, sir, I would like you to address. So when students or when managers, they are working in a physical environment in an office and there are more people around, uh, the vision of the organization in terms of, the organizational environment that is created, the vision is very rightly percolated to them. When in this kind of a scenario wherein we are working from home and there is this pandemic, we can't move out, and majority of the work is being done from home, how does that vision, how does that you can say the commitment, how that is that required to be driven in and amongst the managers in the organizations? What's your take on that?
Yeah, we have been discussing it many times last couple of months on webinars. This is going to be very tough, and this is already turning to be tough. I have my employees who always wanted to be working from home. And today you tell them, they say, we don't need work from home. We want to be back in the office. Because work from home has become very tough in terms of various psychological issues, various technical issues. For industries like IT and other IT, yes, fine. But other industries, it's very tough. And when we talk about not to see face to face with people, there is no exchange of thoughts in a way where we sit together, have a chat, have a cup of coffee, eat together, work together. It's tough. Having said that, I think this is presently we have been doing in our team. We in between play Antakshari.
Okay.
We in between play games once in a week, with informal stings. I am telling today fact of life that some of the employees are getting fed up. This is Varsha here, she is there. Varsha after 6 p.m. we will never talk to each other. Right now we talk about 10, 10:30, 11 p.m. also. And it's tough for people because they have to do work at home also.
Yeah.
So this new normal and working from home, we all are still struggling to find out a way. Nobody has got a ready-made answer. I'm just giving you one of the tools of engaging employee, talking to them informally, in between getting them to the office on a not at full scale, maybe 30%, because personal face-to-face meetings will be required.
Right.
You cannot keep lifelong as an work from home situation. This will get reduced certainly when we move forward in next couple of months, especially in India. July and August is tough. Like Thailand is totally out from COVID now. Australia is out from COVID. So we have to pass through this phase. We have to take it in the stride. That's where I said COVID ability. So this will become part of your capability of COVID ability.
Dependability.
And when we are into such a mess, probably we need to do that. But slowly it will get decreased. We were other day talking to Anshu Kak, who is vice president IBM at US. Even she was actually mentioning about this work from home concept, and she belongs to J&K, and Ash had invited her for the webinar. So we need to create certain engagement models. So nobody has got a perfect answer on any webinar right now. Slowly, slowly, it will get decreased. And people are today loving to come back to office to work. And that's a fact of life. I am a man of action on the floor. I am not a man to be sitting on this laptop. But what I'm doing, COVID ability. That's the capability.
Yeah.
I am laughing. I'm wearing a suit. I am having my flags here, India and Thailand flag. And I am presenting myself to the world that I am absolutely fine so far as COVID ability is concerned. These days will also pass. These days will also go. Let's face this.
Yes, that's wonderful, sir. Any question, or I can still ask more questions? I think I've got this opportunity to have a lot of questions from you, sir. And there's many of them that have been shared with me by the students as well. So
Please go ahead.
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
answer every question.
Yeah. So, sir, the next question that they want to know is that what about their mental health? Because like they've been sitting home and they've not been socializing much, and at present they have not been able to adjust to the kind of pressures that they are coming from all angles. Some are not being able to move out, not being able to interact, because of which there is a lot of pressure on their mental health. So, what should they do to come out of this thing and get back to form and perform basically much better in terms of how they were doing previously?
Very good question. And each one of us are going through this mess right now. Number one, they need to be away from all negativity spread by television, WhatsApp groups, TikToks. Stop those negativity. They need to actually look at positives. There was a recent suicide by Rajput, our one of the actors. So I see some of the boys and girls every day talking about this. Let's not talk about this. Let's talk something positive. And I would suggest these youngsters to get into the mode of actually respecting that, Giloy. Take that Giloy in the morning. Take this aloe vera, amla, which will give a lot of goodness to your body. Get into the mode of pranayams. When you do this, and then third one, start talking to your parents in case they are away, or spend time with your parents. Start talking to your friends. Have little fun. Even if you are away from your parents, even if you are away from your friends or family members, we have used this WhatsApp calls, use the Skype calls for having fun with them. Because in case you are alone it's like a quarantine, and you are not talking to your friends, it's tough. I am spending a lot of time with my childhood friends once a week. I am spending my time with my both kids in Canada every day morning, every day evening. Even if we do 10 to 15 minutes fun. What did you make? What are you eating? What I am eating? Everything. So it's important to get connected to your dear and near ones. I have said in my talk that we got more emotionally involved during COVID. And that's a fact. And second, I want to talk about to them is, it is better you see the serials of Mahabharata, Ramayana, which will give you a lot of more learning than watching what happened to Rajput and what wrong is happening here and there. I am not saying that you don't watch movies, but watch better movies. Watch movies which will give you much, whatever goes in through the food and through the thoughts will actually make your immune system better. So thoughts will become things by getting the right thoughts. Talk to people, talk to your teachers, talk to your mentors, talk to your brothers, talk to your sisters, talk to your parents. In fact, they need you more in case you are away from your parents. And even if you are within Jammu and you are living with your parents, hey, please spend time with your parents. They need you. And when you spend time with your kids and parents, that's the best possible way. I understand today when my children are away, I am not able to spend time with them physically. And I always tell them, I wish we would have got lockdown together. I keep on telling them. And these days, I've started cooking now because lockdown is still there, cooking some better stuff. And I keep on watching and I keep on cooking here also to show them. You don't need to get into negative areas, remove negativity. I always say the moment you are becoming part of the negativity, the universe is getting you back into the negativity. The moment you become part of the positivity, universe is giving you positivity. Don't look at negative television, WhatsApp, TikToks. Better spend time. Just बैठो मजे करो माँ बाप के साथ हंसो खेलो. That is important. Even if you are away on WhatsApp. Because a human brain needs some solace through your kith and kins. Most important is your family, your own people who care for you. And family is not only father, mother, brother, sister. Maybe your girlfriend, maybe your boyfriend with whom you have an emotional bonding. Maybe with teacher, you have an emotional bonding. Maybe with your subordinate, maybe with your anybody, maybe your roommate, classmate, you have an emotional bonding. Spend time. In case physically you are not able to spend time, even this
Virtually.
makes a big difference. Change the direction of your negativity to positivity. Kill that negativity with positive mind. That is important. For anybody, it's not only for students, for all of us. Because in case we remain in the negative mindset, it will kill us. You can get a heart attack. I don't want to have a heart attack. I am enjoying my COVID times with you, though I have been 4 flights per month into various parts of the world. So what do? I can start crying and look at negativity. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's not possible. Oh, I cannot run this. No, I can do it. I can learn it. I am curious. Let me do it. I am positive. I have a passion. I am mad about it. I can do it. I am passionate about it. I am romancing with my destiny right now. This is my romance of life, which I am doing right now. I am happy to do that because I enjoy every moment of it to spread positive messages around the world, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, nationality, and religion. So I am talking to 35 countries around the world and giving positive messages. And these positive messages are coming back to me, and I remain positive. I remain happy. Till now, no COVID, but I don't know. So even if COVID comes to me, I will fight it out. I will try that I come out of this COVID. So COVID ability is your personality. COVID ability is your capability. Don't cry. Don't cry. Fight it out. That is the role of a fighter. And when you fight it out, God is with you. Because become mad about what you're doing. That's what my response would be.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. And I must say that with the kind of energy and with the kind of enthusiasm that you have just pushed these, children to understand that how connecting with your families and how
Absolutely.
imbibing the right kind of, value system in them is so important in the present day context. I think it's really wonderful. And Of course, yes, the physical and the mental exercises that they need to incorporate at this time is very relevant, because that's how they would be able to better cope with the problems of the present scenario. So, any question, or I can still move ahead? I'll just ask a question, sir, till the time we have more questions coming up. Sir, how should students or management students particularly use LinkedIn to create visibility, particularly in terms of skills? This is the time that, because they're not meeting more people, so they want to know that how LinkedIn can be used as a tool to reach out to more potential people and demonstrate what they have in them.
I think there are many better people to answer this question than me, but I would like to say that if you see my Facebook or LinkedIn before 5th of March 2020, I was never, ever in public on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter talking to people. One of my managers, this Varsha, one day spoke to me around end February, and she said, and I quote her, she said, "Kya hai, sir? I have put a new post on my Facebook. You don't even say good dress. I think I will defriend you one day." These are the words. I took it very badly. I said, "What is this Varsha saying? I will defriend you. You will not be my friend on Facebook." Because I was writing, in case Pallavi Arora has a birthday, I will write one-to-one. "Hi Pallavi, happy birthday, great happy birthday, cheers." One-to-one, nobody will know. In case Ash has a birthday, I will say, "Hi Ash, happy birthday, good luck, cheers." In public, I was never writing. In public, I was never writing on LinkedIn. And look at my Twitter. In Twitter, probably only 30 or 40 tweets before 5th March 2020. The moment this COVID came, and I got blocked because I am not getting into the public, I started writing. And at first I started writing to Varsha, "Beautiful dress, you look good, you look beautiful." And she wrote back, "Very, thank you." And and she questioned me, and I remember she questioned me, "Your even brother also does not comment about you." I said, "Wow." And when I started commenting to my brother started commenting to me. So what happened within 1 week, the traffic of Facebook, traffic of LinkedIn started increasing. And you won't believe, last 20 days, many people around the world say, "Hey, what a great thing you're doing on social media. Yalgar kar diya aapne." So I became one of the known persons on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and even Twitter. I was never doing Twitter. Ash knows I was never doing Twitter. So when I, at this age, can do it, and this is where brandability comes. In 100 days, I have not raised any invoice of my lectures. I'm doing everything free of cost. I'm not making any money. But the brandability of global talent, Thailand, India, Malaysia, Singapore, North America, and the brandability of DK Bakshi has gone from here to here. 500,000 people around the world know about global talent. 500,000 people around the world know about DK Bakshi. 38 international speakers have come on my forums last 100 days. So what different I did? So I am telling these management graduates, put your thoughts on LinkedIn and start sharing. Become mad. And you will see that people will start looking at you. Give some thoughts which are not heard, which are not seen. Brandability of yours is your responsibility. Brandability is not responsibility of an ad agency. I don't have an ad agency. I had my brand as DK Bakshi. Some people always tell me, don't name the company Global Talent. Just say DK Bakshi is enough word. But on the social media, nobody knew me. And Pia was saying yesterday that 500,000 people have seen you last 100 days in various programs. So management students must put up a post, must think, put up posts, talk about their knowledge, talk about their skills, and share it with the world. And in few seconds, world will know about it. But their thoughts have to be well thought. They have to put posts which are going to attract people. They have not to be put posts which is going to be nonsense. They need to think through. But their publicity and their brandability is their own responsibility. They are the champions of their life. They must do it. And don't worry about it, even if things go wrong sometimes. So what? Keep doing it. There will be people who will love your posts. Start doing it. And professionally, LinkedIn is the best. Of course, these days in COVID days, professionally also Facebook has become certainly good, better than what it was. So it's let them do it. Let them not worry about it. That is going wrong. Let them do it.
Okay.
And they have to take this responsibility of their own brand equity by themselves. But technically, to see how it can be done, we will need technical experts of LinkedIn. There's one lady called Divya. She is a very great technical expert on LinkedIn, how to develop it. Ash can support. Pia can support, because these people are very good on the technical part of it. They are supporting me to an extent. अरे यार डरो नहीं, मैं एक पागल आदमी हूं, मैं पागलों की तरह पोज डालता हूं, चलो लेट्स गो एट, क्या होगा, कहेंगे डीके बख्शी has become mad, so what, make a difference, go ahead.
Great, sir. There is someone in Narula. She wants to ask a question. So
In
technical
Narula
support.
is from Thailand. He
All
is
right.
Dean Director of ABAC University, and
Okay.
now he is, of course, part of Global Talent Director in Thailand.
That's great,
Yes,
sir.
Kunyin Nakab, Savadikab, can you unmute him?
Can you please, the technical support, can you please unmute our
Kunyin Narula, he is Thai
in
Sikh,
Narula?
born in Thailand. He has a question.
I'll just do it, sir.
He has been the Dean Director of ABAC University, Thailand. And of course, he is a trainer, facilitator. He is very good on your, cross-cultural. Yes,
Okay.
Savadikab
Yes.
in
Namaskar,
Narula.
Dr. Bakshi. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
quickly, on behalf of all the children of the university, and since you are in the recruitment business, Dr. Bakshi, if I may, sir, you know, what are the top 5 questions you can expect going for the interview, especially in these days?
Sure.
Well, what is it that you are looking for?
5 top
And-
questions.
Yes, and also, Dr. Bakshi, my compliments. You have done a wonderful job on ABCD. You have framed it up so beautifully, easy to understand and to implement. Thank you. Really great, sir.
Kapun Khab Nakab. Now you need me to speak the ha question Nakab for the management
Kapom.
student. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the 5 questions for management students will be: number 1, are you available to work any part of the world, including Afghanistan, Nigeria, Syria? I am not talking about America. I am talking about more difficult countries. Second, are you available to work 24/7? Number 3, are you ready to fly to one of the project sites within 24 hours of our notice? Number 4, are you ready to be away from your workplace continuously for 4 months without any break on a project site. Fifth, what is your salary expectation? Are you looking for salary or are you looking for learnability? In case the guy says, I am looking for salary, reject him. Because today already people who are working in the corporate houses, their salaries are already reduced. And the management graduates, in case they are looking for salaries and non-learnability, they have no place. I want to tell you, from Monday, I have 3 interns. One is from Saudi Arabia, one is from, I think, Qatar, and one is from England. 3 interns joining me online. Global talent online, 3 interns without any cost for next 2 months. They say we don't need any money and they will work with me for 2 months without any cost and they will work on the project. One is going to be part of the recruitment, 2 are going to be part of the HROD. And they are sitting in 3 corners of the world. One is in Saudi Arabia, one is somewhere in Qatar, and one is England. So when you are going to be looking for a job, probably at this point of time, never talk about money. Money will destroy you. Talk about learnability. And I want to give you a live example of this. When this COVID started, I don't want to name the person. I actually wanted one of the trainers to help. I found that trainer very good. And I got a small training assignment, and I normally charge 100,000 rupees per day. And I got an assignment of some 90 minutes program, and they said, we have no money right now, we will pay you some 25,000 INR. So I told this trainer, I said, look, this thing, why don't you join me in this program? And I have never worked with you. We'll build a relationship. Going forward, we will have a lot of work to do. This trainer comes back to me saying that I will take my 25,000. I said, what? I said, my team did business development. I am getting 25. How will I pay you 25? She said, no, it is I will charge only 25. I said, but this rigidity is not good. You have to be adaptable. I am charging 100,000, but I will give you some part of it. But we will run the program together. It will show me your capability, and going forward, we will do a lot of work. And I want to tell you in the public today, this person did not take the job, and that is where rigidity actually destroyed, and she could have been part of many global situations. She lost this opportunity because she was greedy for the money. So what I am talking to the students now, at this point of time, it is not money which matters. It's an opportunity to showcase your A, B, C, D. And when you showcase A, B, C, D, you are able to retain your job, you are able to deliver to the organization, your money will come to you, but not now. Am I right, Acharyan?
Thank you. Really appreciate it. You have really made everything clear for all the young generations.
Cup and cup.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your
Yes,
question.
Pallavi,
Yeah.
you can mute Acharyan now.
Yeah. We'll just
Okay,
do it.
next question.
Okay, the next question is, sir, that students have spent so much money to go through the courses, and at the end of it, they have no placements. So how should they become more employable?
Oh, very good. You know, other day, Ash is witness. So one of the parents asked a question about this HB1 visa in the USA, that parents have spent so much of money on the students sending to America. And suddenly when there will be no jobs, and you are saying that they will have to work probably stick in Jammu or Delhi for an American company. What is this nonsense? This is not acceptable. So parents are right at their point. The answer was very nice. Who knew COVID will come? We did not know the COVID will come. When COVID has come, things have changed. Today, you have to admit this, that this is the fact of life. We will have this situation today in our life. We have to pass this. We have to move forward. This will not remain there for lifelong. Whatever you get in hand right now, take it. Then nothing in hand. अरे मैं तो कहता हूं फ्री कोई काम कराए ना, फ्री काम करो. Win the heart of management, win the heart of organization, win the heart of business owners. There are possibilities right now. Go to small business owners, go to SMEs of the world. Say, I need a job, I want to support you. I can tell you, when you support and when you deliver, there will be people who will take care of your money. But in case you will remain in that, I am an MBA, I am an this, so what? There are no takers for MBAs. There are no jobs. Even the present people who are in the companies are being fired. Better, जब तूफान है, उस तूफान में थोड़ी नदामत करो, जाके कोशिश करो कि मेरे को कुछ भी हाथ में मिले और मैं वो काम करूं. जब ये तूफान हट जाएगा, when this storm will go away, you can come to a better new normal. And your capabilities will also be better for the new normal. Then you can get better paid. But in case you start doing from day one, probably not. This is not a right time. When things are wrong in the world, भाई साहब, झुक जाओ. जो मिले उसको एक्सेप्ट करो, उसको रो के एक्सेप्ट नहीं करो, उसको दिल से एक्सेप्ट करो. और उस जॉब को पागलों की तरह करो कि जो बॉस आपका है वो आपको प्यार करेगा, छोड़ेगा नहीं. आप यू बिलीव इन आंखों के तारे, ब्लू आइड बॉयज, ब्लू आइड गर्ल्स. I always had and I still have blue eyed boys. I love this girl. I love this boy. I love this employee. You know why? Daring ability, dependability. Because I depend on that person, becomes my blue eyed boy. So manager skill set, they are not daring ability. She or he goes all out to deliver that. The deliverability of that boy or a girl is much better. And I am dependent on that. So I start loving it. I can give more money also. But in tough times, the person has been part of my life, I will take care. So कोई भी इंसान किसी को भी मदद करेगा जब वो उस पर डिपेंड हो जाएगा, जब वो देखेगा कि इसका जो हुनर है, इसका जो टैलेंट है, ये मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की ग्रोथ को बढ़ाता है. Focus on your capabilities, focus on your deliverabilities, focus on your dependabilities. World is yours. ये दिन रहेंगे नहीं. These days will go away and we will certainly have better days.
Truly, sir. Truly. And I think this is the reality of life, that we must stay grounded. That's very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll have one last question, sir. The question is that we have heard everything is going to be digital in near future, where robots are going to rule us, or maybe our excitement or thirst towards technology. Perhaps nature is just giving us a try ball like option to feel what we're going to create. What is your opinion, sir, about the future we are seeking?
Listen, I am in favor of digitalization. I am in favor of all robots and all that, but I am in favor of basics. जब COVID आया, and when everything got locked down, even to get 2 kgs of milk, even to get bread was something very big, which we had never even thought about. Even to get some vegetable in hand was big thing. We were not talking about chicken and mutton at all. So basics was important. While we may have robots, we may have digital world, we may have zomatization, we may have Uberization, we may have Olization. Basics, never forget. And especially I'm talking to the management graduates. Don't look for only top level things, look for basics. When you make your basics strong, your base becomes concrete. And I keep telling to HR people who like to go to the AC offices, अरे यार अगर आपको रियल एचआर बनना है ना फैक्ट्री में स्वेटिंग कर लो हमने किया है जिंदगी भर 10 साल मैंने इस फैक्ट्री में गुजारा टाइम उन एसोसिएट्स के साथ काम करो जहां पसीना आ जाए मशीन्स पे जाओ 5-5 घंटे में सिर्फ शॉप फ्लोर पे होता था पूरी दादागिरी थी मेरी शॉप फ्लोर की some of the people know about it so basics को कभी भी फॉरगेट ना करो डिजिटल वर्ल्ड रेस्पेक्ट रोबोट्स रेस्पेक्ट अगर रोबोट भी आएगा कंप्यूटर भी आएगा उसके पीछे यही थोबड़े होंगे हो सकता है ये थोबड़े कम हो जाए बट global talent, your own talent will take you forward. Take control of the basics, keep learning the big, better ways of life, and you will have a much better life. Do not forget the basics. Do not forget the basics. You will become the talent of tomorrow, and you are global talent. I am global talent. He is global talent. She is global talent. We are all global talent of the world.
Thank you so much, sir. Now on, I think it was a fantastic session, sir. Thank you so much for sparing so much time for us, for our students. And I think it's not just the University of Jammu, but it is students from Jammu and across the nation and across the world who've listened to you. So it was indeed a pleasure, sir, to have you here with us today on this session and everybody who has joined us today. Just a formal vote of thanks that I would like to give you on behalf of the International Center as well as the University of Jammu. Thank you once again so much, sir, for this absolutely wonderful and engaging session wherein our students and faculty and globally could participate and learn from you. I'm really thankful for the time that you have given us and to enable them understand the broad expectations and the preparations needed to be the best fit for the new normal. Thank you, Varsha and Pia, for the from the Global Talent Company for all your support that you provided in organizing this webinar. Thank you to our own technical support team. I thank all our wonderful attendees. Just to give you a brief of who they were. I would like to thank our guests from KPROs Australia, few guests from corporate, principals from Jammu Sahodaya. I would also like to thank the students, faculty from various institutions across Jammu who have joined, like IIM Jammu, MITE, students from various departments of University of Jammu, MAM College, GCW Parade, GCW Gandhinagar, SCOST, Jammu, and several other from Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Afghanistan, and Thailand. Thank you, each one of you, for being here with us today. I request all of you to kindly put on your cameras for a moment because we are going to have a new normal group photograph right now. So you can just put it up and give me a minute so that I can take a picture of everybody and it'll take about 2 minutes. So please put on your cameras. Just give me a moment because like I said, I'm using too many devices and I need to have a picture of all of you. While I'm taking a picture, if anybody would just like to share any thought, you can raise a hand.
Ash, you want to say something? Ash,
Please go ahead. Anybody who wants to just give your inputs on how the session was and what they found and their experience today
Ash.
with us.
From Australia. Dr. Kunal Anand, how are you?
Very good, sir. Thank you so much. It was such an enlightening session. Thank you, Dr. Pallavi, that you invited me out here. And though I wasn't able to identify with the topic initially, but then when Sir went on, it was so enlightening. And as a principal of a school, I could also relate to it, that what should be my strategy and how should I make sure that my kids are, brought up to that level that tomorrow when they go for a higher education, the ABCD approach, I think the Bakshi sir is very valid even at the school level, where the children need to be prepared to go to the higher education level. It was very enlightening, sir. A lot of learning. And of course, as Pallavi ma'am rightly said, your enthusiasm, your style and deliverance was par excellence, sir. Thank you so much for being with us on this webinar, sir. It was a pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ash, you wanted to say something?
So I've taken a lot of pictures of everybody, which I'll be sharing.
Ash?
I think so some people have been disconnected also. So let me just check.
Oh,
we can
Khun
unmute.
Lition. I see Khun Lition from Thailand has joined. Khun Lition. Khun Pern nakap. You thi nai nakap. Khun Pern.
Okay.
Okay. Anyhow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah. What, anything you wanted to share?
No, I think as usual, I have been attending your seminars and workshops for the last 3 months now, COVID time, and this has been an amazing session as usual. Energy level, I wish I would have that energy level when I am your age, so I have to work towards that. And thanks a ton for all the inputs which you have given to the students, teachers, and us all. Thank you. Thanks, TK. And thanks, Pallavi, for organizing this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Varsha, anything?
We will just unmute her. Just a moment.
Yes, Varsha.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful session. I am attending so many seminars, but this is a...
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Now we can't hear you, but I think you are unmuted. Just a moment.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is a wonderful session. I am attending so many sessions here regularly, but really this is a wonderful session for the students. And thanks, Pallavi.
Thank you, Varsha. Thanks for the support that you've given us for organizing this event. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thanks once again. We'll keep you updated about any upcoming events. Take care, all of you. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thanks, Pallavi. All the best,
sir.
Joe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.